Hello guys, welcome back to L'Amour La Musique. It is at the end of the day and I'm sure I'm looking haggard AF, but I have to do a little intro and outro for this video. For the last maybe week and a half or so it's taken me, I've been doing little vlog shots basically, or just sitting down every morning when I'm putting on my makeup and showing you a new mascara application. I bought 5 brand new mascaras to test and try and make a video about. This was included in the last poll that I did on Patreon. Every month I present 3 different video options and my Patreon community votes on what they'd like to see me make. The August poll was unique in that 2 of the options tied very closely, like 44 and 45%. It was a Beauty and Bread episode and a detailed guide to Haute Cosmetics, which is one of the makeup brands that I use pretty exclusively for complexion products, and Manasi as well. It's a brand that requires a lot of navigating. So those 2 videos are going to be on Patreon. Beauty and Bread is already filmed and being edited and is going to be uploaded within the week, and then the Haute video will be up hopefully by the end of September or very beginning of October. Now the third poll option, which did not garner many votes, was test 5 new mascaras. But I really wanted to do this video because I feel like I needed to force myself to branch out from the Say Bella volumizing mascara, which I have loved for the last year and maybe a little bit more, year and a half. You get this at Melaleuca. I had this sort of ill-fated shopping experience with Melaleuca. I'm not a member anymore. It is a multi-level marketing company, but I do really like this mascara. It's an Italian brand, I believe, and that's what I've been using, but I really wanted to branch out and try some new ones. The 5 that I chose, and this is in the order in which I was interested in trying them: the Rituel de Fille Levitation Lash, the Eye of Horus Goddess Mascara, the Sweede Cloud Mascara, the 1999 Lash and Brow Tint in black, and 5th is the Gen C Spectator Sport Mascara. Now you're gonna see me apply 2 coats of each of these mascaras on a different day of doing my makeup. Let me just roll that footage all strung together, and then I'll come back at the end and provide a few overarching closing thoughts. Okay, so this morning we're gonna try the Rituel de Fille Levitation Lash. I did try this once on one of my recent lives, so this is technically not a first impression of this one, but here's one coat. It's a very curling mascara. It really holds the curl and actually seems to, I don't know, curl the lashes. So if you have very stick straight lashes that don't want to hold a curl, you really want that lift, I think this is a good one. It's also very good at defining, but it's not particularly lengthening, and it's not really volumizing, maybe moderately so. And then we'll see what it looks like on the lower lashes too. So there is the Rituel de Fille Levitation Lash. Okay, this morning we're going to try the Eye of Horus Goddess Mascara in black. They do 2 versions of their mascara, like a more lengthening one and a more volumizing one, and of course I'm always gonna go for the one that's more volumizing. That's what the wand looks like. Not overly optimistic about that. Feels sort of a little cheap and flimsy. Here's one coat. It's definitely more lengthening than the one from yesterday, the Rituel de Fille Levitation Lash. And it's kind of similarly defining, separating, and lifting, I guess. But it is more lengthening. Okay, there's one coat. It's underwhelming. I have a bad cold, so maybe everything is underwhelming to me right now. Wow, yeah, I mean, you can get quite a bit of length with this. Definitely more than the Levitation Lash, but it does nothing for volume. Really nothing. I like this one less than the Levitation Lash. Gotta see how it performs on the lower lashes. Yeah, not very well. All right, there's 2 coats of the Eye of Horus Goddess Mascara in black. I would give it a C. I don't think it does anything for my lashes. It makes them look relatively anemic. It does give some length, but I don't know. The overall, like the packaging feels sort of cheap and underwhelming, which is weird because, I don't know, I just had higher expectations, I guess, for it. There you go, mascara number 2. Okay, this morning we're gonna be trying the Sweede Cloud Mascara in black. There's 2 mascaras within the brand. I think one is more lengthening and one is more volumizing, and I went for the Cloud, which I believe is the more volumizing. I did try this one yesterday during my live. I'll show you what it looks like. So there's one coat. I think it's pretty good. I definitely like it better than the Eye of Horus mascara, which is my least favorite of the 3 that I've tried so far. And I may even like this one a touch better than the Rituel de Fille Levitation. This is definitely more lengthening and a little bit more volumizing than that one. The brush is a little bit flexible. I guess maybe that would be to some people's preferences and maybe not to others, but yeah, like the wand is very bendy. I'm gonna go in with another coat. And then let me show you what it looks like on the lower lashes as well. So there's 2 coats of the Sweede Cloud Mascara on the upper and lower lashes. Overall, I think this is a really good one. I'm giving it an A-, just because, I don't know, I mean, it kind of maybe is an A. I think it's really pretty good. It's not super clumpy or chunky, which I personally like, but most people don't. So yeah, I mean, this is really pretty good. Definitely the best of the 3. We have 2 more to go. Okay guys, here we are, mascara number 4. This morning I'm gonna be trying the 1999, what is this called? Lash and Brow Tint in black. This was the one that probably got the most raves and recommendations to try, but you know, I was really reticent because it just looks so not, like it's not gonna be for me. But this is what the packaging looks like. It comes in this little paper sleeve. It's like a very ultra skinny, thin little wand. It reminds me of either Surat Releve or there's a Kevin Aquan mascara that's like this as well. The hopes are not high just because it's so different from what works for me, but really trying to get it in the base and sort of blink it on. This is one where you can't really use a traditional mascara application. Okay, so there's one coat. The problem with a mascara like this is that it's just going to be too time consuming for someone like me who has 5 minutes to put her makeup on before shuttling kids out the door. I really just need something that goes a lot faster than this. But it is very, you know, natural. I'm sort of curious to use this in my brows. Lash, yeah, lash and brow tint. So maybe that's what I will end up repurposing this as. You know, it's actually a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. But it's kind of on par with those other mascaras that have this type of ultra skinny wand. People love this though. It has so many raves. A lot of people recommend it and a lot of people really like it. All right, there's 2 coats and on the lower lashes. Very natural, very time consuming to apply. I'm going to try it in my brows maybe tomorrow, see how that goes. But yes, this is the $19.99 lash and brow tint in black. I do believe it comes in some other colors as well. Okay, good morning. Here we are on the last day testing the 5th mascara that I picked up to try. This is the Gen C Spectator Sport Mascara. I really went with this because I think it had a lot of ratings or a bestseller designation on Credo, maybe. There were a lot to choose from. There are a ton of mascaras out there. Just based on the reviews I saw, and also, I think if I'm remembering correctly what the wand looked like and kind of what it promised to deliver, I was like, okay, yeah, see, this is actually a wand that I can kind of get down with. It's conical shaped, kind of is reminding me of a mascara that I can't quite place or remember. Not the Fit Glow, but I feel like there was a mascara in recent years that had a conical shaped wand like this that I liked for a period of time. You know, one of the ones I was really considering for a while because it's so beloved is the Tower 28, but I think that they changed it and moved it into a synthetic wand. This might be the only natural bristle brush wand in the 5 that I've tried. All the others are plastic, and I definitely prefer this type of wand to a plastic wand. Yeah, you know, I don't think the conical shape of the wand, or I guess maybe hourglass is a better description. It's an hourglass shape. I don't think that that really adds anything at all, but it's pretty good. It doesn't deposit a ton of product, but what it is depositing is nice and is volumizing. There's 1 coat, and build it up a little. Yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, again, I don't think it's better than what I was already using, but I think this was a worthy contender. Okay, there's 2 coats. This is not very well suited for lower lashes just because the wand is pretty chunky. Okay, so there's 3-ish, like 2.5 coats, I would say, because I didn't re-dip the wand. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Just thinking quickly here, I am gonna sit down and do like a little bit of a longer reflection. But this and the Rituel de Fille are probably the best. Well, the Sweede was pretty good too. I don't know, I need to think about it. The Sweede I might like a little better than this, I don't know. Let me think about it and use them a bit more. I did also use the $19.99 Lash Tint Mascara, Lash and Brow Tint in my brows this morning. I think this is going to be a good product if you don't need to fill in your brows and you just want something to groom them. Because I do have to still fill in my brows no matter what, a black brow tint is going to tend to be too much on me. I feel like my brows are a little dark today because I used a black brow tint and then I filled it in as I normally would, a little bit lighter. I probably am gonna try and sort of use it up in that way and just go light when I'm filling them in and using this, but overall I prefer a clear brow gel or brow mascara versus a tinted. But if you don't need to fill in your brows and you just need something to groom them, I think this is a good option for that. Okay, Okay, so you've had a chance to see these 5 mascaras in action. After trying all 5, my favorite one, I don't know, I guess the best overall for me is probably the Sweede, but this and the Eye of Horus, as well as the 1999, are all a little difficult to remove in that they sort of act a little bit waterproof, and I do not like that at all. I'm not sure, I don't think that they are waterproof, but they sort of act like it in that they don't break down very easily with my normal eye makeup removers. You really need to use a micellar water with this one, and not like a cleansing oil or an emulsifying cleansing oil. It doesn't really do the job. Like, it doesn't really get in there and break it down. But in terms of how I liked my lashes overall, my favorite was probably the Sweede. Second, I think maybe I would tie the Gen Z Spectator Sport, which actually surprised me, and the Rituel de Fille Levitation Lash. Levitation Lash is unique in that you really get a curl, and it really holds the curl very well. So this may edge out slightly for a number 2 position. The Gen Z Spectator Sport I like because it gives kind of a fluffy lash, albeit it's not quite as clumpy as my Sabella, and I like clumpy in my mascaras. This one also is easy to remove. It doesn't have that waterproof, weird waterproof like quality, but this one removed relatively easily. My least favorites were the 1999 and the Eye of Horus, and the worst one in my opinion is the Eye of Horus. I absolutely hated this mascara. I hated the way that it made my lashes look very anemic. It barely deposits any product. It just was so much hype for nothing. I really strongly dislike this, and I think it was a complete waste of money. The 1999 lash tint is not objectively bad. It's just totally the antithesis of the type of mascara I like, but I can understand why people like this mascara so much. I did also try this in my brows, and it's not a product for me. I think I explained in the vlog footage why, which is that since I still need to fill in my brows, using a tinted brow product like this just ends up making my brows look too dark. I really need a clear brow gel or brow mascara, like I'm using the Ere Perez one, or I like the Rye one a lot as well. Using something with tint is not good because I still have to fill in my brows and it just makes them look too heavy. I also find that this gives no hold. So the hold is not there. The brows don't really stay in place, and it just looked kind of weird at the end of the day. So I'm not really quite sure how I'll use this up. It's very natural looking. If you just really want a tint to your lashes, it's good for that, but it's not gonna give much more than a tint and some separation and some definition. So there you have it. I mean, it took me a while to even decide on these 5. There were so many others. There's just been a glut of mascaras in the eco space. I use that in air quotes because what even is the eco makeup space anymore? It's just been totally corporatized. You know, people are going back to using Pantene and Crest in a very eco-well type of moment. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then consider yourself lucky, I guess. I am trying some Pantene shampoo, by the way. That's a video for another day. But I am glad that I tested all of these. I will continue to use, definitely these 3 are gonna go into rotation. This, I don't think I can continue to use at all. And this, I'm probably not really gonna use either. Maybe on a no makeup day or just for fun. But these 3, I'm gonna try and rotate and use them up. So I hope that was instructive and fun for you. If you have other mascaras that you might be interested in, like the Tower 28, or I was close to getting the Agent Nature, but I've heard horrible reviews, so I'm actually very glad I did not waste $40+ on that mascara. I don't think I will. But I feel like there's some others that I was kind of on the fence about. Maybe the Rowan Cake Mascara is supposed to be good, but like, is that eco? Who even knows anymore? If you just scan all of the mascaras at Detox Market, Credo, Green Beauty Jungle Shop, Beauty Heroes, there's just a ton. So I could probably do a part 2 of this and include even more mascaras. I will hopefully be seeing you guys soon if I can edit quickly, because I have a big Mercedes Shops video haul. I have not done a haul on here in forever because usually I show things in a rolling fashion on my weekly lives, but I kind of had everything all at once, come all at once, and then I was sick, so I didn't get to open things. And anyway, I have a big pile of things to film for a beauty haul. Trying to show up more here. My kids are back in school. I miss you guys. I really appreciated people that said hi and commented on my last video. It just makes me feel like I'm not just talking into the ether like what even is beauty blogging anymore. We're like in a post everything type of world. Comment below if there's another mascara you're interested in or what you thought of this, or if you just want to say hi, I'd love to hear from you. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.